The absence of something will tell you everything. And in some cases, I was forced to prioritize. I tried to give up creating, and that did not last very long. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I'm a singer, I'm an artist. I love to dance, I love to cook, I love to run. I have a laundry list of hobbies that I love to do. I think I could actually just entertain myself to death. It's absurd. Maybe that's just being in your 20s. I'm not sure. But anyways, I don't think I want to stop exploring things anytime soon, and that is why I am here. That's why I want to start this, and I want to share my creative journey with all of you. My beliefs, my thoughts, my spirituality, and what impacted me on my journey so far, and anything that can help you guys out. I'm also going to share my art, my music, and anything that makes me feel inspired, and as this channel continues to grow, I will definitely evolve it. So today I'm also celebrating my 6 months sober, no alcohol, no nothing, and that has made such a positive impact on my life, and I definitely want to make a video about how that's impacted my creativity and my journey so far. But anyways, let's backtrack. Why did I choose sobriety? Why am I being mysterious and saying the absence of something will tell you everything? So let me explain. I graduated from my undergrad program. I came straight from engineering to a corporate consulting firm and worked my butt off for 60 to 80 hours a week. I'm also a first gen, came from a family of immigrants, and I'm also an only child, so it's not like the future rests on my hands or whatever, but you see, as someone who grew up as a first generation American with Indian parents, art wasn't really an option in my path. It wasn't even that was not just gonna be my main job, my main, I don't know, dream life. That wasn't a thing. But that was something to do if I was really bored or if I wanted to have some side activity or hobby. So I did that. I was actually obsessed with it. I made birthday cards for people. I would draw if I felt sad. I was actually gaining all the benefits from creativity and art without even realizing it. It just truly made me happy, and so I kept it around in my life for sure. But I ended up going to college for engineering, and that fills my cup in a different way, but I definitely took my time towards art for granted. And since engineering was my primary focus, that's when my love for art was truly tested for the first time. In college, being a generalist, being well-rounded is definitely encouraged and definitely favored as well. So whatever orgs you can try, whatever clubs, I don't know, sports, that one random a cappella group that you thought was cool, yeah, I did that. But I think that once you're put into society, there's only one path where you have to prioritize your job, you have to be an expert in one field, or at least that's what I was taught. And as a creative person at the core, that was really hard for me to conceptualize, because I am very much a generalist. I do have multiple passions, so rationalizing that wasn't something that was coming easily for me. And so I continued down my path for corporate consulting. I was open-minded. I'm always grateful for my experiences, but this is the part where I was floating down the river of corporate America. As time went by, the things that I loved to do started to disappear because I was simply being consumed by work. So it wasn't just creative hobbies, it was things that just kept me sane, like running and cooking and things that kept my creative core intact. This lifestyle was working for other people, and in the end everyone's different and they all have different needs, but it was not working for me, and I was just confused as to why that, you know, at my peak of my career, I was also the unhappiest. I kept going with the job, but it definitely wasn't fulfilling my soul in the way that I thought it would, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was basically sacrificing the creative parts of myself that were absolutely essential to my core. I just didn't have the literal time to express myself, and that was absolutely killing me. That's when things started clicking for me, and I realized that art was an outlet for my creativity, my emotions, how I connected to other people and to other artists. It needed to still be in my life, and the absence of that was just something that I could not live with anymore. I took a step back on the corporate job that was not for me, and I took a lot of time to self-reflect. I pretty much came up with a few realizations, which was that I let myself fall into systems that forced me to give up creativity, and I also prioritized things in society that didn't align with my spiritual belief system, and I'll explain that in a bit. And also, the absence of creativity led me to realize how important time and intentionality is. They're both such precious things. We don't know how much time we have left in this world, and I never wanted to take it for granted again. Those same exact realizations made me so angry about how much time I lost towards creativity. And obviously, hindsight is 2020. Our experiences make us who we are. But I was so frustrated that I took that anger and I actually did something with it. Like, I was actionable on it. I stopped drinking just to gain more time back, and it kind of worked, I'm not gonna lie. On the flip side, it felt like something finally clicked, that something was unblocked in my brain, and I started creating and sketching so much more that it felt like there's a fire hose coming out of my mind. This journey of ups and downs, of the absence of creativity and then just putting it back in my life again, has made me realize what my purpose is, and that's to be a vessel of inspiration, which is basically just being inspired and creating inspiration for other people and then channeling that into something that's creative. And I no longer want to just be carried along in the system. It's truly what you make of it in this world, and I would just like to let my belief system guide me from now on. Inspiration comes in many forms, and this year I want to put my voice out there, whether it's for art, for singing, for lifestyle. I would love to share anything and everything, and I hope to inspire each and every one of you. I'm gonna embrace being a creator, and I don't mean content creator, but a creator. And after all, humans are seekers. We are meant to be creators, so I'm really excited to see what comes of my journey. There are a few things that I'd love for you to take away from this. One is, don't ever think that you have to pursue just one thing. Just do it because it makes you happy. Don't listen to judgment from yourself. I love to use the turn your brain off method. Just don't overthink it. Just do it because you love it. And two is that sometimes you don't know what a non-negotiable for you is in your life until it's gone from your life, just absent. And those will probably be some of the toughest times in your life, but it will teach you everything you need to know. Thanks so much for listening to my first ever video. I am so glad you're here, and thanks for sticking out to the end. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.